Hare Krishna. Namaste. Chapter 3, which is entitled as Karma Yoga. Sloka 41. Tasmāt tvam indriyāṇy ādau niyamya bharatarṣabha pāpmānaṁ prajahi enaṁ jñāna-vijñāna-nāśanam. Having explained the strategic points where the karma attacks, that is buddhi, manas, indriyas. Now in this sloka, Krishna will explain how we can control the indriyas. Tasmāt tvam indriyāṇy ādau. So therefore, bharatarṣabha, Arjuna, in the very beginning, starting, ādau means beginning, try to control the karma by regulating the senses. In this way, you can slay this greater enemy of knowledge and the self-realization. Pāpmānaṁ prajahi enaṁ jñāna-vijñāna-nāśanam. One can destroy it. Krishna advised to regulate the senses from the very beginning so that Arjuna could curb the greatest sinful enemy, which is the karma, otherwise which destroys the urge for the self-realization. Tasmāt meaning therefore. So this word is very important, that we need to know where to connect this tasmāt, therefore, because we have seen a lot so far in this chapter. That's the karma covers the knowledge, vasana influences the three modes, the raga dvesha triggers the kama and krodha. So we need to carefully connect this tasmāt, therefore, to the right starting point, that is to bring the chapter to complete closure. Say for example, if two persons are having a conversation, maybe a phone conversation, and having a discussion, how are you? Are you taking care of yourself? Staying home? Please boost up your immune system, do some exercise. The diseases are spreading rapidly. The local government have placed order not to get out of the house. People are falling sick. The hospitals are filling up. The shops and other public places are being locked down. Therefore, tasmāt. So here, the therefore in this conversation, when it ends, the phone conversation need to be connected to the right place, not to the shop getting closed or hospital getting filled, etc. They are obviously needed to support the opening statement, and the ending by therefore need to get back to the opening of the conversation. So the conversation becomes a complete closed conversation. Likewise, we need to know, as this chapter coming to an end, now Krishna says tasmāt, therefore. So this therefore needs to get connected back to where Krishna opened this chapter. So that's what we need to try to connect first. So the rest of the slokas will become meaningful. Jnana yoga is difficult. Jnana yoga is not natural program for you Arjuna. And there are lots of chances to fall down from the Jnana Yoga process. Whereas the Karma Yoga is easy, it is natural program for you, and no chance of falling down in this process. And to emphasize this opening statement, now Krishna gave many slokas to substantiate his view by talking about three modes as a doer, then the Paramatma as the doer, how the Vasana influences the three modes, how the three mode influences the mind, how the mind get induced by the Raga Dvesha, which turns into a Kama, and how this Kama destroys the knowledge of the self-realization and impacts the mind, and then because of that the Indriyas are driven all over the places. So the chapter started, Jnana Yoga is difficult to follow, Karma Yoga is easy. Jnana Yoga is unfamiliar area, whereas Karma Yoga is familiar area. Jnana Yoga is unsafe, whereas Karma Yoga is safe. Jnana Yoga is to give up everything, whereas Karma Yoga is utilize everything. Jnana Yoga, success not guaranteed, whereas Karma Yoga, success is guaranteed. Jnana Yoga requires a prerequisite, which is a Karma Yoga, whereas for Karma Yoga there is no prerequisite needed. Jnana Yoga, one has to be detached, whereas in Karma Yoga even an attached person can start. Jnana Yoga is a delayed result, whereas Karma Yoga is a quick result. Therefore, tasmāt, take up Karma Yoga. That's how this whole chapter get connected when it comes to this particular sloka, the 41st sloka, which gets connected to the Karma Yoga. Therefore, you take up Karma Yoga. Now in the sloka, tvam, tasmāt tvam, tvam means you. You, Krishna is pointing to Arjuna and you're saying you, one who is still connected and associated with the Prakriti, the matter, the material nature. Being connected to the body, still connected to the indriyas, you are fully engaged with the business of senses, the indriyas. Tvam, you, tvam. Ādau, ādau means at this time, at the very beginning, ādau means at the very beginning of starting the program for getting liberated or self-realization, niyamya, engage or control yourself into Karma Yoga. Pāpmānaṁ prajahi enaṁ jñāna-vijñāna-nāśanam. This greatest enemy otherwise will destroy your jnana and vijñāna-nāśanam. Will destroy this jnana and vijñāna. Speaking so much about karma and how it is a greater enemy and how difficult it is to defeat it. Suddenly, Krishna concluding that win over the karma by following Karma Yoga. Well, what all the while we've been seeing, it is difficult to win karma, to defeat karma. Now Krishna is very simply, very easily saying that suddenly, win over the karma by simply following Karma Yoga. So we need to know how is it possible when it has been told so much it is difficult. Now how can we just win this karma by following the Karma Yoga? Let us see something now so we can understand why Krishna says this. The jnana of Atma constantly observes and grasps things constantly. So in this constant observation and grasping process, when it goes on non-stop, the both good things as well as bad things are observed and grasped. One way it's good, we have to thank God that it is not just observing bad things, it also observes the good thing, which is very nice. Not only that, when one sees something good, one also appreciates, and the thought of following or doing those good things also comes along. Whenever some good things happening, when we are watching, when we are seeing something, the thought will also come that I can also, or I wish to do like this. I also like to do this, something like this. Good things. Of course, the bad things may also be this other thing. But when the good thing happens, there are thoughts will come like that for anyone and everyone. So this is the foundation for this sloka. That particular period, the instant, that period where that thought comes by observing, that is the foundation, fundamental. That's a key, secret that has been given to us. Because if it is always the bad thing that the jnana observes, then there is no way one can ever get out of the problems. Since it also observes the good thing and at times inclined to do those good things, there are hopes for us, all of us, to get out of these clutches of samsara or maya. tasmāt tvam indriyāṇy ādau niyamya bharatarṣabha pāpmānaṁ prajahi enaṁ jñāna-vijñāna-nāśanam. Namaste. Hare Krishna.